Bienvenue, Madame et Monsieur, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this, our virgin foray into the world of podcasting, a little number that we like to call the Trainwreck podcast. I'm one of four fabulous hosts. My name is Aidan.
I am Jacob.
I am Trey.
And I am Donovan.
And this is definitely our first time recording this.
There were no other attempts.
Nope.
None whatsoever.
Yeah.
Nothing crashed.
And we hear otherwise,
Ever.
then they're just a liar.
So
Tell us where they live.
They live in Rochester, New York, down by the subway. They live on the 5th floor of the apartment building.
Let's stop
that's
doxing
enough
people.
of that, Jacob.
I feel like I just want to briefly continue the conversation we were having directly before this recording about gay fan fiction.
Do we need to?
No, we do not.
Okay, fine.
Alright, well, Trey, would you like to explain
I will gladly explain.
why we're here?
This
Yeah,
podcast
what is our purpose?
If you'd stop interrupting me, I'll tell you.
So last Saturday.
Last Saturday was a nightmare.
So Trey, you gonna tell us what the podcast is
Okay.
about?
Yeah, come on, we're on a timer.
Come on, chop, buddy.
Okay, we have created this podcast for the sole reason of just going over hypothetical situation, how we would react to said hypothetical situations, or what our answer is to said question. For example, since I think we should just jump right into it.
Okay. No foreplay, I like it, let's go.
If you guys were able to add a single thing to the human body, such as a third arm or wings, what would you add?
And it could be anything.
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 This is tough.
Anything. No, I'll go with anything.
Okay. I have one that instantly comes to mind. Like, I'm sure if I thought about it a bit more, I could think of something that would be cooler. Especially since this only applies to males. It doesn't have to specifically be a second penis, but just a second. I'd rather
We're
not.
off to a great start.
I'd rather not.
Keep elaborating.
I'm just saying,
No.
I'd rather not have a waste disposal plant right next to a recreational facility, if you understand what I am saying. I believe that there need to be two. I think that there need to be two outlets for that, if you understand my meaning.
Oh, yeah. No, I get it. Yeah.
I'm saying I think there needs to be a spot for banging and a spot for pissing. I don't think they should be merged into one. So that's what I would add. I would add.
All right, so you want to switch the outputs. You want to split the outputs.
Yes. I want to split the outputs.
Okay, Jacob, what would you add?
I would think I would probably add either a third eye or eyes in the back of my head.
Okay, wait.
It
Third
looks
eye.
cool.
Why?
What would a third eye give you besides poor depth
What does this
perception?
accomplish?
Yeah, a
It's
third
just-
eye,
look,
not really helpful.
It's not. I know it's not helpful. It's a cool party trick, though.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean,
So
but, like,
everyone has
every
it.
everybody,
If everyone
if every
has it,
single
it's-
human being has a third
Oh.
eye, it's not.
have you never seen
fuck.
The Incredibles? If everybody is super, nobody is, Jacob.
Oh,
So my first thought when I made this question was a third arm, because just that's so useful. Imagine how much more you could get done with a third arm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, you can lift more, you can do another thing at once, you add a whole nother range of options. Imagine what playing the drums would sound like.
Oh,
That would
wow.
be amazing. Just
you can play the drums while eating a muffin.
or that.
Yeah.
Or you could have fun and do work at the same time.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that sounded like.
Yeah, not that kind.
Yeah, I
No,
was
it's
gonna
absolutely-
say.
Okay, so wait, you're not
It's
being
absolute-
euphemistic there. You're
No,
just saying
no,
like
I'm
throwing a
absolu-
ball or like,
No,
like playing
I'm
a video
absolutely
game.
making a euphemism.
Okay.
Just
That
make
was
sure your
100%
webcam
a
is on.
euphemism.
Trey, one could argue you could already do that with the two hands.
Well,
if you're
I'm not
dexterous enough.
ambidextrous now, am I?
Just make sure your webcam isn't on.
Topical.
Wait, how is that topical?
There was a New York Post writer that got fired for it, I think.
Oh, right! Oh,
was it New York Post or BuzzFeed?
No. BuzzFeed
no,
commented
it was either,
on
it. Was a New York
BuzzFeed made a story on it, like, hey, doesn't everyone do this?
Yeah,
no,
BuzzFeed.
nobody does that. If you are doing that on camera during the news, what are you doing with your life?
No, I thought I was doing a conference call.
Oh yeah, he was on a conference call. That's right.
Yeah. Which is, well, no, that's not arguably worse, because if you're doing the news, that's broadcasting yourself to, like, God knows how.
It doesn't matter what you're doing, it's the fact that you're doing it. It doesn't matter what media.
I'd argue. I'm gonna argue here. I do think conference call is worse, just because if you're doing it on the news, at least you can like argue like it's for the thrill of it. Like you're broadcasting to millions of people and they don't know.
That's way worse.
I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's good. But if
I thought it was equally bad, but you brought up a worse situation.
If you're just doing it in a conference room, then that's just like what are you getting out of this?
So you're saying it's less bad because it's not as enjoyable, is what you're telling me.
I feel like this is...
Okay, I'm just gonna steer us back on topic.
Donovan never
what's your answer to the question?
All right, second brain.
Second.
You know how
why?
like two heads together better than one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Two heads are better than
two brains means more smart.
Well, okay. My argument here is
the thing about
what if the person's stupid?
Well, here's my thing. The second brain would have to function differently from the first one because I highly doubt that you could. I mean, unless you were able to just store more information and like
it's just like a memory
brain
card
at will. Like because here's the thing. The human brain alone is like way more powerful than we give it credit for. So like
so have two of them, and it's even more powerful.
But here's the thing. What's going to be the purpose of the second brain? Like. It doesn't make it more powerful. It's just like...
How do you know? Have you ever had a second brain?
No, but I'm
what
just thinking
one
here.
Holds, it's like having
information. It's like having a second hard drive when your first hard drive only has like 1%, is only using like 5% of its power.
Yeah, so now you have that extra bit.
No, it's just excess. It's surplus. It's not adding anything.
I see Aidan's argument here. It's kind of just a redundant extra brain. Like,
I mean, honestly, the only purpose I could see for it would be like, I guess maybe negating the effects of dementia, perhaps, because as soon as the first brain starts to feel that, you can tag in the second brain. But
I guess that's true. It could be used like as a backup brain. Like if something happens to the initial brain, it can just be swapped in.
Yeah. Either way, this sounds like a very one-brained group here.
Donovan, do you have a second brain?
So what's the next question?
So this question, I just kind of want to see what your guys' thoughts are on it. So the question is, does Pinocchio's nose know the secrets to the universe? Like, for example, if you were to ask Pinocchio if God exists, would his nose react?
I think it would have to apply to information that he knows.
Yes, I believe that the nose only reacts because from what we've seen in all the Pinocchio stories, his nose only grows with the lies when like Pinocchio knows he is lying. Like, he is actively telling a lie.
Yeah, if he doesn't know he's lying, the nose can't. It relies on the information from his one brain.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we're talking about a version of Pinocchio Unless we're talking about a version of Pinocchio where he's like this kind of fucking robot or something.
Well, he would have to be omnipotent. Or wait, no, that's wrong.
Are we gonna make okay. God Pinocchio. Pinocchio,
God.
Pinocchio the Oracle, the savior of the puppets,
the
leader of the chosen people.
I'm not thinking of that. I'm not thinking of that really creepy live-action Pinocchio thing. I'm thinking of that really creepy live-action Pinocchio film from the 90s.
The one with Drew Carey?
Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I think Jonathan Taylor Thomas was in it or something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's fucking horrifying.
Yeah, that doesn't sound appealing to look at. A large wooden boy in live action.
Okay,
yeah,
Pinocchio
that
live.
Sounds kind of terrifying.
Oh Lord! I looked it up. I don't enjoy this. I don't enjoy looking at it.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think we've run this question.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor Thomas and Bob Schneider in it.
What's wrong with his face?
What is something that you guys wish grew on trees? Now, your immediate thought is probably going to be money, right?
Of course.
But that would collapse the economy.
So basically, you have to find something that is low in supply, and then grow it.
Or alternatively, something that specifically you wish you had you personally wish you had an infinite supply of.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it could be anything.
What's low in supply right now?
True love.
Yeah, grow that on a tree.
Yeah, actually.
True love on a tree. How would something? How do non-physical things? How would that work?
It has to be something that actually exists.
Okay,
it has to be something that exists, right?
The way, Jacob, are you saying true love doesn't exist?
No, I was. It's revolving around. It's revolving around what I thought. No, it's revolving around what I thought up.
What did you think of?
A cure for depression.
I mean, I guess that
would it just be like little pill bottles growing on a tree?
Yeah, that could just be a pill bottle.
Okay,
like a one-time use cure for depression, because depression can technically. Actually, I don't know this. I'm not an expert. I'm not gonna.
Here's the thing: depression, it can't really be cured because it's like it is like a mental it's an actual thing.
We are doctors.
It can't really be cured. Like you can definitely do stuff to
but what if you grow it on a tree?
You can make it go away, but you can't cure it.
We're talking about trees here, Aidan.
Okay.
Yeah, we're talking about trees.
Jacob's question actually did make me think of a secondary hypothetical here, a sort of branch here on the subject of trees.
Branch.
Because Jacob brought up a cure for depression, and that makes me wonder, what would you rather cure, depression or cancer?
Oh,
cancer.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds better.
I would say.
Okay.
I would say that cancer, because like Aidan brought up, depression's kind of a natural thing.
Well, I mean, but if you mass cure depression, I would actually maybe say depression, because cancer can cause depression.
Yeah, so then you get rid of that cancer to get rid of the other thing.
But if they have cancer and they can't be depressed, then they're not going to kill themselves.
But
they're just going to die eventually. Oh, I see the problem here.
Yeah, I
see the problem.
I was wondering where you were going, because you were walking into a wall.
I really was.
Yeah.
Honestly,
so
for me to answer
that
definitively, I'd have to look up the stats, see what kills more people, depression or cancer.
We don't do research on this show.
I can look it up right now if you want.
Don't look it up. We don't do research here.
We don't do research.
We just gut
reaction. I'd rather cure cancer. I'll say that.
Yeah, I agree. Our next question.
Probably cancer. Okay, next question.
How
would you guys run a country? Such as economic system.
I would not. I would not.
No, you don't have an option.
Not.
You don't have an option. What political
there's
system?
No option saying no.
For starters, what political system?
I have.
What's the worst one?
Communism, probably.
Well,
right, whatever's worse than
Trey, let me correct you there. Communism's an economic system, a political system.
Well, I would say communism comes with the political system of a dictatorship.
Well, that's Marxism. That's Marxism is what encapsulates all of that.
Okay. First things first. We're going back to first things first. Just basic political system. complete and utter fascist dictatorship, obviously.
Okay,
but also I'm gonna try to bring back divine right. Oh, so the people believe that I was chosen by God to rule.
What happens when things start going bad and they blame it on God not wanting you in power anymore?
Yeah, exactly.
Say they've been worshipping. No, here's the thing.
That's how divine right.
Say they've been worshipping the wrong God.
Yeah,
that's
why
worshipping the wrong God.
That's why Joseph Stalin was in power and so popular, because he made the people think that he was God, not that he was chosen by God.
Here's what you're forgetting, and all those previous divine right monarchs didn't try to do. Okay,
they didn't have a water slide.
You don't like when things go wrong. You don't make it. You don't like let them consider the fact maybe God doesn't want you anymore. No, you shift the blame to the bastard himself. You make them think that God.
Divine right. I'm built different.
That God.
The other divine right.
That God is trying to. That God is testing the country and testing their resolve.
And then you could keep the people in perpetual fear by declaring war on God.
Yes.
Why declare war on actual countries?
Wait.
Fight the man upstairs.
Aren't the people gonna question why you're declaring the war on the person who put you in power?
It'll be an entire story arc. They will be invested in it. It will have seasons.
Trey. And then here's what you gotta do. You have to set it up so that your first bout with God, you lose, okay? You don't die.
Well, it's a God.
You're ousted from power, and there's someone new put into place. But here's the thing: he's your puppet, and he is far worse than you are. You make sure he is incompetent, he is hateful, he's just like a total utter buffoon. And then the people will see, wait a minute, this is who God wants leading us? And then you're gonna turn a nation of fervent believers into a nation of atheists. So they stop thinking God is the great power here, and they realize maybe that Aidan guy, he had a point. So they throw you back into space, and guess what? Now you're their God.
So
that is and then hold on. After that, kill all the elderly and all of the people who were too young. You have them, and you renew the season and do it all again for the new generation.
Oh no. Okay, so complete divine right a complete fascist dictatorship where you are their god. What's the economic system?
Okay, well, first things first.
If we're going with like the divine right, we might as well just go with feudalism, right?
Yeah, 100%. It's a system of tribute, Trey. Not communism. We don't share everything. You give what you have to me.
Okay, so how does trade
feudalism
work?
But you're the only feudalist.
Trey. You ask how trade works? Okay. Internally, it doesn't. Externally, it also does it, because I'm enforcing a full-on isolationist policy.
So people, what do you mean by that?
I'm going to convince everybody in our country that we are the only country that exists.
Okay, so how does internal trade work?
Internal trade does not, Trey. It is a system of tribute. People grow, and then they give what they grow to me.
I have a question.
You're gonna kill all your people.
No, that's not until the end of season 2.
Yeah.
You're gonna indirectly kill all of them via starvation.
Okay, Jacob. What's your question about
Aidan? So if you're if your thing is to make people believe that you're the only country, how are you gonna deal with the internet?
Jacob,
there is no internet.
There is no internet. What are you talking about? There is no internet.
North Korea's controlled their own internet for years and years and years.
Yeah.
There's only one connection that North Korea has made on Steam, and that is coming from Kim Jong-un's office. You can look up the map.
Because there's only one place that has internet in North Korea, and that's the government. Only government officials have access to the internet.
We need to set up and also in my country, maybe trying to convince them that they're the only country that exists might be a bit too ambitious. but I can pull a complete 1984 and make them think every other country is their enemy. I need to have like a puppet figure that's like just represents all of the outside, and then they can just hate that guy fervently.
Yeah, and Eastern Europe.
I've
East Europe, Eastern.
Honestly,
Europe.
yeah, you could just convince your people that there are no other countries, and if somehow they do find out about it, it's this new threat. We got to get rid of it.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. That works.
Okay. I make sure that there's always at least like one figure that everybody pretty much universally loves in my country. Like he doesn't do anything bad. He's just a very nice guy. Well, no. Me, obviously, of course.
Well, why would you want anyone to distract away from you?
Trey. No. Hear me out, okay? Because this plays into turning them against all outside countries. So listen to my plan.
Okay. I see.
I am worshipped, okay? Everybody loves me, but I need someone that the people like. Like, just like an everyman, a nice guy, okay?
So like
and then whenever...
what's his... Uncle Sam?
Yeah, kind of like an Uncle Sam type figure. And every time a new country comes about that I start perceiving as a threat, I kill him off, all right? I murder him, and I make it look like the other country did it. Because guess what? That's going to galvanize them. They killed Uncle Sam. We have to fight back. That's going to make them hate them. And then, I'll make a new Uncle Sam. But,
yeah, so not only are you solving the issue of, like, educating your citizens on the new threat, you're also ripping off the Band-Aid immediately while your hands are covered in lemon juice. So you're hitting, like, 3 birds with 1 stone here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Aidan, just any specific policies you would institute?
If I ever let me think. Oh, okay. I got one. Very specific policy inside the country. Duels.
Duels?
You are allowed to duel whomever you please.
How do your people get guns if they can't trade? They have to give everything.
No, we provide them. We provide them.
We provide them with a set of dueling pistols. Yes, government-issued duels.
Wait, can they have sword duels too? Just on.
Actually, no. That's better. No pistols. It's
pistols?
sword duels only.
Sword duels only.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So that's the country planned out.
That's what's the name of this country? Just out of curiosity.
Well, okay. Give me a sec because I was thinking Aidonia, but that's boring. That's just my name with Onya at the end of it.
Aidan land.
No. Okay. How about we call our country the Super Ultimate Crazy Kingdom?
That sucks.
Exactly. S.U.C.K.
Oh, it really does suck. Okay.
We're the kingdom of suck.
So personally, I would create almost an exact opposite to your country. It is complete and utter capitalism, except I roll everything, obviously. And this is Traytopia. Everybody's always working all the time, making money for things that they're not going to buy because they have to work. They don't have time to buy. Just work. Nothing but work. No, the children work. The adults work. Everybody works.
All work and dull play makes Jack a dull boy, Trey.
If they try to
they're going to come at you with axes.
If they try to fight back, I will have a special... I will have a special force meant to take out people who try to fight back.
Yeah, you're going to need to blow up the boiler room of their houses.
They don't have houses.
What if they come in very
they live in
large
office
groups?
buildings. They live in office buildings. They are always in fact, they are. Each and every one is isolated from the others. They have no idea if anybody else exists except for me.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh well, then wait. Then how the fuck do babies raised?
That's a good question. Didn't think about that one.
Because if it's there's only one person and they're ignoring the family aspect.
Well, you could have some sort of system where that's plausible.
Yeah,
maybe they'll instituted in some kind of
cloning.
Cloning.
Mass cloning. Because with the amount of money we're making, the amount of money I'm making, because I mean I'm the boss of everybody, a little bit of money from them all goes to me.
Obviously,
I can just pay some other country to start cloning for me, mass cloning. Like part of they'll get their everybody will get their task every morning, and maybe one morning that task, a little bit of DNA, yeah.
Huh?
Well, if no one is buying anything, and you're getting all the money,
keep the economy moving.
There is no economy. There is no anything.
No, I'm not getting all the money. Everybody's getting paid. They just don't have time to spend that money.
Right. So
Then
your economy, your economy is
still...
dinosaur bones.
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean by that, but okay.
You have a caveman economy.
Yeah.
Ooga booga
You're kind of just creating like you're creating like a flat circle of progress. Like
okay, maybe they get holidays off, I guess, and maybe they do know about. Okay, well, yeah, we'll give them holidays off so they can spend their money, I guess.
How frequent are these holidays?
There's Schlumpledump. It occurs around January 12th. Don't ask why the 12th. I thought it would just be a non-specific.
Wait. Try really quick. Don't. I hate to interrupt you here, but I thought we made it pretty clear. Schlumpledump is our Christmas equivalent. Are you thinking of perhaps Sluzzletag?
Yeah, sure. Sluzzletag. Yes.
Sluzzletag is the January one.
Yes.
With Sluzzle Dude and yes. Grindcore and the Sluzzlewurst.
The Great Grok's Thinging.
You're just you're just making noises.
I'm making up holidays. These are just coming to my head. Basically, the equivalent to Thanksgiving, except it happens.
Trey. This is an important. Trey. This is an important question. American Thanksgiving or New Zealand Thanksgiving?
There's a Canadian Thanksgiving.
What about Canadian Thanksgiving?
Trey,
I don't think
Canadian Thanksgiving. Trey, what about Djibouti Thanksgiving?
Okay, it's just American. It's the equivalent to American Thanksgiving. Everybody has.
So it's on Tanzanian Thanksgiving. Got it.
Sure,
yes.
Sure, buddy. Sure. You eat a large sausage, not a turkey sausage, very large.
Oh, like on Mongolian Thanksgiving.
I don't know. You're just making stuff up. Don't even lie.
Well, hey,
do you not know the traditions of Taiwan's Thanksgiving?
Trey, making stuff up is how we got Ecuador's Thanksgiving. Okay.
What? You're again. Doesn't exist. You're making stuff up.
Okay, Jacob.
Tell that to Venezuelan Thanksgiving.
Jacob, what is your country?
Okay. So firstly, I'm probably not the best person to ask about this.
Neither are we.
Ask.
Keep going.
Jacob, did you not hear Aidan's? Did you not hear Aidan's country?
Did you not hear my God state?
I know. Okay. So, fuck.
You could just suggest an anarchical society.
You know what? Fuck it, yeah, anarchical society. Yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
Jacob's, I just want to say, Jacob's government is the prelude to my government.
Oh. Well, here's the thing. What I'm hoping is that, the people will vote against me, and I eventually die.
Jacob, you're not in power because it's anarchy.
Yeah,
oh, well, that's
there
cool.
is no power.
Okay.
Oh,
Actually, so far our countries, our systems that we've set up are kind of like, it's like a series. So we start out with Trey's government, which inevitably collapses into anarchy due to the lack of an economy. From the vacuum,
an economy. Everybody's making money.
From the vacuum.
Yeah, but like the holidays, there's not enough holidays to support.
Okay, there can be 12
Jacob,
holidays.
We get Jacob's government following that, and in the vacuum, my government rises up. Donovan, what's yours? You kind of tag teamed with mine, but what's yours?
I have my own. I just enjoyed yours.
Okay.
So basically, I want you guys know the YouTuber Dreg, right? He came up with
not really.
He came up with communocapitalism, where it's communism and capitalism combined into one.
How?
Oh dear God!
I don't remember this
specific.
I don't remember the specifics of it, but basically you have everyone, in this capitalist system, but everyone is tracked. Like, all their bank accounts are tracked, and whoever has the most money, the top people with the most money, are killed, and their wealth is redistributed to everyone else.
Wait, wouldn't that just mean everybody eventually dies? Because if you kill the person with the most wealth, the person with the second most wealth now has the most wealth, and they must die.
Yeah, but their wealth keeps getting redistributed to everyone else, so it's like incentivizing people. It incentivizes people to stay poor so that they don't get to the top to become one of the rich, one of the millionaires.
Yeah. It incentivizes charitability.
I think the
it unites the proletariat against the bourgeoisie
through murder.
Of course.
I think the problem with your government, your
what
system
problem?
I think you would have to institute a certain cutoff for people who are going to be killed.
Obviously.
If anybody's a millionaire, we're gonna start killing them, starting from the richest.
Yes.
Because if it's just the most richest person, eventually you're just gonna kill everybody until everybody has an equal wealth.
Well, no, that's the thing. Everyone's still making different amounts of money because it's still a capitalist system. But you're also it being like, if you get too rich, we might knock you down a few pegs.
Yeah.
No, we might knock you straight to hell.
Well, yeah, it's not really a few pegs.
Yeah.
That's sort of similar to, and I'm not a historian, don't quote me on this, but I believe Roman society was sort of similar to that, except they didn't kill the rich people. They just had to give up all their money to charities or redistribute it, and they had to restart. And it was no, that's wrong.
So it's just New Game Plus.
The only people who paid taxes were the richest. So, and it was like a great honor to pay taxes. Now, again, don't quote me on that.
You know what? Let's just bring back the Roman Empire.
Nothing can possibly.
Okay.
Nothing ever happened with the Roman Empire.
Sorry, that just reminded me. Side story here. So last year in civics, there was a little project, like just for fun, where we had to make our own party, our own political party, and then we had a presidential election. And it really opened my eyes to something.
That sounds like it got personal really fast.
It actually didn't. For the most part, it was fine. But I had like a moment of fridge horror because, so my group, as kind of a joke, we decided to make our party the most. We called it Neo-Spartism because we were.
That sounds awesome.
We were using all the old Spartan ways of government, so like very focused on combat. And if you were to put it on a political chart, authoritarian left, so fascist pretty much.
Neo-Spartan is that like an actual thing?
No, that's something we made up.
All right, that needs to be a thing because that is awesome.
But here's the thing: our policies were kind of objectively horrifying.
You're bringing back the Spartans.
But guess what? We won that election because we had a charismatic leader. Because we were allowed to just kind of make up. We could make up a candidate, or we could like pull one from like popular culture. So our candidate was Dwight K. Schrute, and we of course won because who doesn't want to vote for Dwight? But
you're also in a class of high schoolers, so of course they're going to vote on funny office show.
Neo-Spartan is a gun store. It's an online gun store.
It's not a gun store anymore. It's a political ideology.
We need to trademark this name. We need to trademark this name.
Okay,
political ideologies aren't trademarked.
The fridge horror comes in with the fact that I openly participated in an election in which a fascist government rose to power because we had a charismatic leader.
So what's some parallels here?
What's the next question?
Oh God, I'm not ready. I haven't picked one out. Oh, I have. Okay, what fictional world would you willingly live in, and why?
Oh, this is difficult.
Can I answer this?
Yes,
I know.
Okay, Jacob, you go first.
Pokemon. I would love to live in the Pokemon world.
That is extremely dangerous.
That's basic.
Yeah, I know it's extremely dangerous.
You would probably die.
I know it's basic. I know it's filled with, like, realistically terrifying fucking creatures, but I like it. It's interesting.
Yeah, you can have fun while, the giant flying sharks and dragons eating you.
And I could just, I'm just like a chill guy who just lives in the forest of this Pokemon.
Would you be similar to the protagonist in this universe? I know it's my question,
fuck no.
but I just...
Here's the thing.
No.
I just want to hear your guys' opinions on it.
Jacob, would you be the 10-year-old going off to, fight the big, giant thing that the evil villains are stealing?
No,
or are you going to be Timmy on Route 6 with with a pigeon?
I'm gonna be like just a guy who chills in his apartment.
So you're not even gonna be a fucking Pokemon trainer?
You're going
Yeah, I'm
just gonna stand still in your house and talk to people as they break and enter.
The coolest aspect of this world.
You're gonna be
extremely lame.
You're gonna be the protagonist of Detective Pikachu then, Jacob. And he was the worst part of that movie.
Okay,
I haven't seen
Aidan.
Detective Pikachu yet.
We're moving on from Jacob's lame idea. Aidan, do you have an idea yet?
I do have an idea. Here's the thing, it's difficult for me because there's a lot of fictional worlds I would like to spend time in, but I don't know any one that I would specifically like to live in, but I do have one. And your question to Jacob about if you'd be the protagonist really applies here, because I think just the fact that I'm living in this world would mean I'd make different choices and probably be more like a hero, I guess. I would willingly live in Dungeons & Dragons Faerun.
Yeah, that's cool.
Medieval times.
Well, here's the thing. Dungeons & Dragons isn't really medieval. It's
medieval enough to...
It has a medieval setting, but it's not really tied to a specific timeline.
The problem with your medieval setting suggestion is medieval times sucked, first of all.
Yeah. Here's the thing. If you look at the Forgotten Realms, it's very different than how actual medieval times actually worked. Fucking Waterdeep, no way that anything like that existed in medieval times. But I'd go for it just because out of most of the fictional worlds I know, that's the one where you kind of have the most options. You have a lot of options of what you want to be and what you want to do in that world. So, I don't know.
I guess that's true. Donovan?
Honestly, every fictional world that I'm thinking of right now is one where, if you're in the background, you're dead. You're just dead in the collateral damage.
Let's say you're not in the background.
Then you're probably gonna die anyway because you're important.
Donovan, you don't want to live in the world of Westeros where nobody ever dies?
Which one's
You could always
Westeros?
live in the world of Power Rangers.
That's Game of Thrones stuff.
Oh, Game of Thrones. Yeah, sure. I would love to be in Game of Thrones. That would be fantastic. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna pick that one.
Okay then.
Nothing bad will ever happen in Westeros.
God, now I'm thinking of fucking...
I would definitely be an important person in this world, because if I'm not, I'm dead.
Oh wait, hold on. If I'm gonna be in Game of Thrones, it has to be before season 6.
Also, I will say about living in the fantasy world of Dungeons and Dragons. Guess what? If I die, it sucks, but there's a confirmed afterlife. So
there's 27 of them.
Dozens of confirmed afterlives.
Yeah,
Depends
I'm
on
fine.
How you were as a person.
I just got to be a good person, and I'm good. I'm solid.
And you got to worship some sort of god, because you don't really get into heaven without worshiping a god.
True. I'll just yeah. I'll find someone cool.
Yes, Trey. What's yours?
Personally, I would live in the Destiny universe.
Of course you fucking would.
Okay. First of all, I enjoy the games. I know not everybody does. Number 2, I would love to be a mortal being that just goes around the world killing stuff with godlike powers. That's awesome.
You could do Doom if you want to do that.
Yeah, Doom also probably works a lot more.
Would I be the Doomslayer?
Would you? Or would you be imp number 2733?
There's one of the Doomslayer, that would be a good life. Anything else would be awful. And, even being the Doomslayer would kind of suck, because you're in a constant state of rage and just anger. And I guess I guess he enjoys his life, and I guess he does spend his downtime playing with his toys and reading magazines, and he actually has a guitar as well in Eternal.
Really?
He has like 4 guitars mounted in his office in Eternal.
He has an office?
I gotta start playing it.
Yeah,
I gotta start playing
Eternal,
that game.
He has
then.
an office. It's amazing. He has like all his guns mounted on the wall. He has all his toys on a shelf.
Oh, I gotta
He has like he has like 4 guitars, and he just has an office chair, and he has like a little workshop.
Is it like a little swivel chair?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Let me posit this world. Just because I don't know, it randomly thought. I'm not changing my choice, but I just want to hear your opinion on it. The world of Team Fortress.
I mean, if I'm just a regular person, it's just like a regular.
Well, no,
You just get lead
reality,
poisoning from the waters.
but more. It's a heightened and also confirmed afterlife, which is also great.
I mean, do I get to be a mercenary? And if so, which
Trey,
one?
you can be whatever you want in this world.
I will be. Well, I guess that's if I'm a mercenary, I can't die as well. I mean, because the medic has canonically invented a way to stop death.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just don't die anymore.
I
would probably be, if I were to choose a mercenary, I'd probably go with Pyro. Just
That
for
is
the clinical
that is the best
insanity.
choice.
And I will use the Scorch Shot and the Flog. Because I'm a bad person.
Scorch Shot is inferior.
It's
I'd 100% be that.
right now, to be perfectly honest, I don't know if because I'm now thinking of a possible other option I should have chosen, but it's one of those ones where only I care about, and that's Kamen Rider.
Yeah,
that's
honestly, wait, hold on. The only one I know is the American show, so
just in the general universe of Kamen Rider, because it spans multiple generations, and
all I know of the American one is if you die, then you're going to
that isn't
the Shadow Realm.
That is not how it actually works in Ryuki, because in Ryuki, which was the original version of the show you watch, they just straight up die. There's no fucking...
I think that's preferable over, whatever gray, glitchy void was in the American version.
Yeah, but I would choose Kamen Rider because, hey, then I can get a cool-ass suit, and then...
Get a belt.
I get a cool-ass belt that transforms me, and I get to have this stupid
Hey, Donovan.
shit that can make me transform.
Just a quick check on the timer.
Oh, it's 43 minutes. We're doing good.
Yeah. Okay.
I got one more world to bring up, and I'm not sure if you guys have heard of this one, but I feel I need to bring it up. So I would consider being in the world of His Dark Materials, which is a show on HBO and also a group of novels by Philip Pullman.
I haven't heard of it.
It's a good show. It's decent. I enjoy it. Basically, here's why I would consider it. Because in this world, something you have, all humans have, are things called demons, which are they're extensions of your soul, which take the form of talking animal best friends. And I would want that, but here's what would suck. Appealing. Here's what would suck about living in the world of His Dark Materials. The entire world is controlled by an authoritarian religious sect, so that bit's not as fun.
Haven't
you
heard
already
someone
took over in this
one of those.
Yeah. Oh, and also, if your demon dies, then you die, and vice versa. So that's not as fun.
Well, I mean, you just keep it. I mean, it's not like you're going to be throwing that thing around like a soccer ball.
He makes a fair point.
Okay, but think about it like this, because there are people in that show whose demons are like beetles and stuff.
That's the worst one to get.
Yeah,
that's.
Imagine you get any animal friend that you want, but when it dies, you die, but you also don't get to choose it, and you get an ant.
Mm-hmm. Actually,
it does someone have an ant?
It chooses itself because nobody has an ant. Let's see. I think probably the worst one I've seen thus far is a butterfly.
But that's awful.
There's been a couple bad ones. There's been like a fly. There's been a beetle. Yeah.
I would say a fly is worse than a butterfly.
Well, the fly, it was a big fly.
I'd say those butterfly could be worse because that's like a lot more surface area for like a bird to swoop down and just grab it.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. You'd
Wait,
have to,
hold on,
like,
so-
keep it in a cage.
So does any damage done to the animal like affect you? So if the butterfly's
Yes,
wing
yes, it
gets
does.
ripped off, then your arm just goes?
Your arm won't get ripped off, but it will hurt. Like, it'll hurt you.
Okay.
Also, you can't send your demon too far away from you, or because that also hurts. So it has to stay within like 10 feet of you at all times.
It
The
seems
sprite
like
sounds
this
awful.
universe kind
Yeah.
of sucks.
I need to watch this show.
But like, talking animal best friend. The main character, hers is a ferret, and it talks, and this is cute.
Okay,
His
no,
name's
I'm
Cat.
sold now.
Care.
Yeah, you got me. You hooked me on Ferret. So I need to watch this show.
James
What's it called again?
McAvoy is in that show, and he
What's
has
the
a
show
snow
called?
leopard.
Oh, that's Professor X, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
It's called His Dark Materials.
Okay, thank you, because I'm
It's on, like,
definitely
Hulu or
watching
something?
that soon.
I'm not sure
It's
later.
probably on HBO Max because
It's on,
an
well,
HBO
just
show.
HBO in general, so.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought-
I'll check it out later.
I saw
How
a
about
picture of it. I thought it was just some weird animation. It's live action. Okay.
how about we go to
Very
another
concerned.
question?
Yes, another question.
Okay.
Probably
Next
our
question.
final one,
Okay.
given the time.
So this is again less of a hypothetical, more of just a thing. How exactly would time travel work? Like, I know.
Oh, God.
Christ.
Okay, we're getting into this.
Oh,
Yeah,
it depends
this-
on like what you're using as an example.
Okay, so first of all, there's a bunch of different proposed ways that time travel could work. Let's say let's say you cause a grandfather paradox. How would that work? What is it gonna create like a unending loop, or just like two separate worlds?
It takes you back to the launcher with a crash log.
I personally think if you could time travel, there are only two ways that I think it works. Number one is if you change anything, the universe physically like just can't comprehend it, and it folds in on itself, and everything ends. Basically, the universe just kind of implodes on itself if you time travel. Number two would be the Avengers multiverse theory, where you can't actually change anything in your own timeline, but by time traveling, you create a bunch of new ones. Because that one seems to make sense. Because you can't cause any paradoxes that way, because everything just kind of sticks with your own version.
So would that mean so that would mean that the original universe that you came from, your grandfather, isn't dead, but in the one that you killed him, that just creates a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Where
Yeah,
he
it-
is
that-
dead.
Where
So
he is dead. So now you just have two concurrent timelines.
Yes.
now another problem that would occur, you would have to have some sort of organization operating outside the laws of time to just prevent massive time splitting.
Yeah, because if time travel was possible and someone did do that, then we'd probably have some sort of sense that has happened, unless that was also solved by time travel.
if you want to get conspiratorial here, have you heard of a little thing called the Mandela Effect?
Yes, I
Is
think
that
it's
the one where
stupid.
the Berenstein Bears
Yeah, I was about to
name
say.
is
Berenstain
wrong?
Berenstain.
It's not Stain.
It never was Stain, I swear to God.
It was Steen. I swear it was Steen.
It was Steen.
It was Steen.
Fucking
It was
Steen.
Steen. It was Steen. We all agree that it was Steen, right?
It was
Yeah.
Steen. It was 100% Steen.
It was absolutely Steen.
Oh, and
Wait,
that,
Okay, whole nother discussion. It was Steen.
It
Hold
was, it was 100% Steen.
Should I look this up?
Those
Don't
fuckers
look it up.
changed
It'll
to
show you.
trick it.
It'll show
It
you
was
Stain. It'll show you Stain, but it was Steen. I swear to you.
It was
like
Steen.
this is the only thing in the Mandela Effect that I will genuinely argue. Like the rest of the things just seem kind of stupid.
what
to
about
me.
the cornucopia on the Fruit of the Loom logo that Emplem just did a video on?
See,
I
I
don't
don't.
get
what's the one
remember
there?
that.
Yeah.
You know the Fruit of the Loom logo? How there's fruit and a cornucopia?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
there's
there
no
being a
cornucopia on that logo.
Yeah, I don't remember the cornucopia.
Wait,
don't
I think I have
remember that
a
ever
pair
being
of
thing.
Fruit of the Loom boxers with me. Let me.
Wait, let me check. Oh, what do you know? There is no cornucopia.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was. I don't think I ever remember seeing. But then
I thought
again,
there
I never
was.
really looked. I never really looked at the logo of my
Well,
underwear.
For me, the big one. Obviously the big one, Berenstain. But the other one for me was the Monopoly Man. Does he have a monocle or not?
No, he doesn't.
I don't think I ever got that one.
I thought
He doesn't.
Oh my god!
But I thought he did.
Yeah.
I mean, I never really paid attention to his eyewear.
But it turns out that was the Pringles guy.
Yeah, he didn't have a monocle.
Another weird one is, for whatever reason, some people claim that Mr. Peanut died and came back as Baby Nut.
That just never happened.
That never happened.
Yeah, no. I
don't know what people are talking about.
Dead.
Exactly. All right, let's move on to the next question.
We'll make this the final question, and it's just it's going to be a shorter one, but so it's a two-part question. How do you want to die, and then how do you think you will actually die?
Oh God. Okay.
I think the second part of that is really hard to actually calculate.
That's grim.
Yeah.
How I would like to die is okay, I want to die at an old age in a memorable way.
A lot of fire.
No, I don't. Very pain. That is I'm pretty sure that is the most.
Well, no. I don't mean
die.
fire is what kills you. I mean there's just fire involved to make it more visually appealing.
Okay. All right, I got it. 110 years old. I have a final battle. I have a final battle with my arch nemesis atop the Sears Tower in Chicago, where in the end of doing Mortal Kombat with my foe, both of us tumble over the edge, and on the way down I have a heart attack and die before hitting the ground.
So you want me to shove you off an edge?
No, I want us to go over the edge together.
Oh, okay.
Sherlock and Moriarty, Reichenbach fall.
Do I get to survive, or do I die too?
I mean, that's really up to you.
You can come back for the sequel.
At this point, this is how I die. You know, is that how you want to die, Trey?
Not really.
Okay.
I'm
how would you like to die?
See, my proposed way of dying has always been shark into a volcano.
Isn't that what they did in that one really terrible animated movie that I'm not?
Despicable Me 2, I believe, is the film you're thinking of.
Dynamite strapped shark into a volcano, because that's just such a badass way to die.
Out of all of the movies, though,
I know, but it's a cool way to die.
Yeah,
it's so memorable too.
Yeah, it would be remembered.
You hear about that guy who rode a dynamite strapped shark into a volcano, and that's how he died.
Donovan, mediocre movies can have great ideas in them. Just look at Steve Buscemi's famous quote from the film Spy Kids 2.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Yeah. No one say it so that people have to actually look it up.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so you know how Segata died at the end of the series of commercials?
Yeah, Segata Sancho.
No. Oh, wait.
Oh, you want to fly into space riding on
a missile after saving Sega headquarters, yes. And in space, fiery explosion of a nuclear bomb.
Okay, so you don't mean like Segata, you mean exactly how Segata died.
Exactly, beat by beat.
Can I go?
Jacob, would you like to tell us how you want to die?
So how I want to die in this hypothetical situation, I am a wrestler, and I am wrestling my retirement match, and at the very end of it, after match ends, I collapse backstage and I die of a heart attack.
Okay.
Okay then.
I think cool.
So
I think that wraps us up.
On that note, so at the end of every show, after we've had all this fun with these hypotheticals, I will pose a question to you, the audience. It's not really something that can be answered. But give me a sec. I actually don't have my list pulled up.
I want less to edit, so hurry it up.
All right, fine. All right. Okay. I got it. All right. So, thank you for listening. And the question I leave you with is, who closes the bus door once the bus driver gets off?
Oh, come on. That was basic.
You're basic.
Yeah, but you are too.
Okay, fine. How about this one? Is the S or the C silent in the word sent? That's our show. Thank you for listening. And remember,